Benjamin, hey, thanks for joining me today. I really wanted to talk about your profession, being an electrician. People think you guys just fix wires, but I'm sure the job is way more complicated. So let's start simple. How did your journey in electrical work begin? Was it accidental or did you always know this would be your path?
Hey Donald, glad to be here. Honestly, I didn't dream about this as a kid. I just liked taking things apart, figuring out how they work. Then I helped friends, neighbors, did small fixes. Eventually, I realized I really enjoyed it. Went to school, got certified, and here I am.
Okay, but how hard is it to get into this profession? It looks like something that requires a full engineering degree.
Not necessarily. Yes, the training is serious. But what matters most is practice and discipline. A lot of people enter with zero experience, complete an apprenticeship, and become great electricians.
What, in your opinion, makes an electrician a good electrician? What separates pros from beginners?
Attention to detail and understanding that your work equals someone's safety. A real electrician never does things good enough. He double-checks everything and explains to the client what's going on and why.
What moments in your job bring you the most satisfaction?
When you find a problem no one else could figure out, like being house MD, but for wiring. Or when you fix something that could have turned into a real disaster. It feels like you've saved someone's home.
Alright, now the truth. What are the downsides of this job?
There are a few. It's physically demanding, sometimes dirty, sometimes dangerous. Sometimes you're melting on an attic, sometimes freezing under a house. Plus, every call is unpredictable. You never know what you'll walk into.
What issues do you run into the most?
DIY disasters. People try to save money and do electrical work themselves, and it backfires. Overheating, shorts, fire hazards. Another big one is old wiring in older homes.
What's the most dangerous situation you've experienced?
When someone forgot to turn the power off. You show up thinking everything's safe, and then surprises happen. That's why we always check manually.
A lot of people are scared to enter this field because of the risk. What would you say to them?
If you follow safety procedures, the risk is minimal. There are rules, certifications, and strict training. You only get hurt when you cut corners.
What are the biggest myths about electricians?
Electricity is simple. No, it's unpredictable. Or wiring can wait until next week. No, if it smells like something's burning, it can't wait. Another myth, electricians overcharge for a few wires. You're paying for expertise, not for copper.
What advice would you give to someone just starting?
Learn every day. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Never rush. And work in a company that actually has good mentors.
So how does someone enter this field? Where do you even begin?
Start with an apprenticeship program. Combine it with coursework. Then take exams, get your license, and you're officially in.
What skills help an electrician become truly successful?
Patience, precision, logical thinking, being good with your hands, and communication. Clients need to feel they're in safe hands.
Do electricians burn out? Or is it possible to maintain balance?
You can, but it's tough. Some days you have multiple emergencies. Some nights you get called out. You need to know how to switch off mentally, or burnout hits hard.
What does your typical day look like? People love that kind of detail.
Usually several calls a day, diagnostics, repairs, installations. Sometimes it's one big project that takes the whole day.
And now the question everyone's been waiting for. Benjamin, how much does an electrician actually earn in the US?
Beginners start around $3,500 to $4,500 per month. With experience, $5,000 to $7,000. Journeymen or contractors handling complex work easily make $8,000 to $12,000 plus. And if you open your own small company, there's basically no ceiling.
Benjamin, man, thank you so much for the honesty and details. I think after this interview, a lot of people will look at electricians completely differently and understand how important this job is. Guys, if you enjoyed this interview, hit that like button, leave a comment, tell me who I should interview next, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss new videos. More honest conversations about professions and earnings coming soon.